The Karma Crew. Karma Crew. Okay. The Pile Drivers. Where'd you get that name from? I don't know.
You like Russian. That's where whole thing came from on our poster.
And who knows what Gleaners means? Gleaners. And who am I forgetting? Anybody? Lifeline. Lifeline. Yeah. Bringing the comedy. All right. So I'm taking stage time until they come, but the idea is that I have a stopwatch, and I'm going to cut everybody off at 10 minutes. There is an order to this. It's a random order. The order is on how we're going to vote on them. So at the end of this, everybody will get a voting sheet, and on the voting, what you want to do is you want to vote for a first place team and a second place team. Really simple, really easy. Hopefully there's not a ton of questions about this. If you get first place counts for more. First place is worth 5. First place vote is worth 5 points. Second place vote is worth 2 points. Okay. What should you be judging on? Whatever you want. Good luck. Some people, I think, are going to try to wow you with smoke and mirrors, props. Creativity is important, so that's all part of it. The actual design, that's up for voting as well. The idea. So should be good. I'm seeing everybody. I want to call out a couple of thank yous while we're waiting for those guys to pull up. That might be them right there. First of all, where's Millette? Chris. Check out this. Gallery in Soho very soon. Yeah. I showed it to my wife and she knew exactly. Oh, that's your slam thing, right? Bringing the whole thing. Awesome. I'd also like to thank the leaders of each team, or the kind of people who helped organize it. So Nick is pulling up, right? We got let's see, Gleaner Scott. Thank you, man. We got the media sharing is Joan, who's we're all thinking of Joan, and her cat is really not doing so great today. She's going to be at the vet over there. Let's see, who else? The Lifeline. We got James. Thank you, James. And Megan. Playdate. Right on. Nick. Who did I forget? Karma points. Annette. Who's in the same car. So, does anybody have any questions about how this is going to go down? Right afterwards, we're going to have voting, and the food will start cooking, and it'll just be chilling out the rest of the day. Next week, thank you guys, first of all, for reading all the details of that message I sent out. It's awesome, and keeping up with the communication. I didn't know how this was going to go, and I'm so psyched that you guys are all so enthusiastic and positive, and hope it was a good experience. I'm sure there's some things that we learned from doing this the first time. I think it's been going great, so I'd like to do it again next year or something. So I'll send out a survey or just a request for some feedback. So think about how it could go better, how it could be better organized, whatever. So that'll be great. There they are, running up. Woo! Alright, so have a seat, we're ready to go. So Team Crapshoot is first. Team Crapshoot, with their idea, their application is media sharing that doesn't suck. Right? Alright, so talk loud, please. Right. So you're on a 10-minute clock.
Alright.
Starting now.
Go. So our project was to create a media library for an internal focused organization that incorporated the material content that might also appear in its members' social networks, so things that are hot in their Twitter streams, Facebook, Pinterest, etc. We created a short brief and came up with some design principles to help guide us. Be where I am, don't get in my way, know me, not everyone is equal, give me manageable chunks, continue the conversation, entice me, and appeal to me visually, and those are very general. We have better explanations to them. So finding material on a topic, staying on top of things, and having that kind of filtered by people you trust, people you work with, people you trust outside social networks, can be a bit of a challenge. A lot of times we go to Google. It's a bit of a crapshoot to find good content. And with that, I'll turn it over.
All right, so this is what Cliff, there, Vanna.
Check out that browser.
Okay, so this is our homepage. What you're looking at here is like everything that we have on this left-hand side are all of the applications, like Mad Pow, the internal one, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, and we have our like your profile picture, and with that information kind of about you and like how you're looked at by others. So, for example, you know, coming down to the whole point of people you trust. So with that, you get badges. So if you're a person that shares a lot of information, but it's actually quality information, you might be seen as a porcelain god. Also below that, you have notifications here and up top. These recommendations are what people within your group or people within your networks are sharing with you. And up top we have the notifications that it's like if someone wants to join your group or is asking you to join their group or wants to be your friend. You have that up top. This is your feed. So similar to like the Twitter feed and all of that. It just comes up with based upon relevance, time.
Yeah. So hot shit that's trending right now.
Shit was published and other shit. Yep.
The other filters that we haven't thought about.
Exactly. So that comes in as you go. These all relate to what application that you're in. So with that, when it comes down to sharing, or if you want to look into any of your people or your groups, you have this at the bottom.
Active content.
Exactly. So people, piles, to your groups, and social media. So when it comes down to sharing, you can literally take whatever you see at your feed and drag and drop. With that, also you have your other my shit. So whatever you see along here, whatever you see within your feed that you're like, oh my god, this is so rad, I want to read this later, you can yet again drag and drop into your shit. And then of course up top you have your big ass search, and with that I'll turn it over to our search people.
The idea behind big ass search is that most people only have a couple of minutes to find some information, right? So ultimately what we thought is the founding principles behind this is the ability to quickly locate something. You got 7 minutes before a meeting, going in talking about something you're not completely sure about, some type of poop for this example. So what it is you do a normal search for standard poop, and you get this kind of display that comes out with both what your search is and how many articles or different shit piles you can look at, and these connecting words that also are very highly relative to what you're actually looking for. So Mexican food poop has 20 different kinds of things. The ghost poop, 17 articles. So every time you actually click on one of these, it brings this up to the main one and has more of the actual information you can look. And of course, once you can do related things as well, and you have your word cloud, so you can easily do visual search. So you're thinking about it as quick as you can. You have a certain amount of time, but you want to know more about what an overall topic is. So it has these visual search that come with it, and of course you can tag between visual search, which is this, as compared to just a regular search engine listing. So if you were to actually find something you like, go around. This is where we.
There we go.
This is what's going to be viewing for an article view. So what happens is this is actually pulled from the body content of an actual website and displayed right here. And you have all these recommendations and people that have viewed, so you can really gauge specifically who's reading it, if you should be trusting this thing, or if it's something that isn't as accurate as you're looking for, and you can kind of balance out. What's nice about this view is that it's on a browser, it's on an app. The other part that we really thought about is having this kind of overarching web feel, that you can have these widgets that are applied to your browsers that you can actually pick something that you're on. Do you want to explain it?
Yeah, so this is a location you would go to. You either have to open up an app or go to a website, but we want this to kind of carry with you. So if you're just off reading something on Boing Boing or something and you find you want to share that, how do you do that without having to go to another website and log in? So having either a browser extension or a widget we were considering that you could just drag from your browser onto the widget to initiate that sharing. So that way you're not always forced to go log in somewhere else in order to do this.
And the sharing with this is also really easy. Yet again, we have a plus sign here, so you just literally drag and drop to your friends. your piles or any other social media, and then also to your shit.
And so these can collapse, and so the drag, you can drag to say people, that'll pop up. You can filter within the people, find the person you want.
Yeah.
That's it. Big
That's
time.
our shit. Seconds left.
Shit happens.